All right, it's time. It is time for what I believe to be the best kept secret character in the Marvel Universe. We are going to be reading some more Sleepwalker. Today we are on issue 4, and we are going to witness as Sleepwalker does battle with a villain known as the Bookworm. Over here we can see he's lonely, he's literate, he's lethal. And then look, he's got like a book, and I guess the things from the book come to life. We've got a chick, she looks almost like an Amazon. Yeah, they look like Amazons. Yeah, and then we've got Sleepwalker over here trying desperately to fend off these Amazons. Um, yeah, it's very interesting, very fascinating to see. I'm excited for this because normally people try and attack the Sleepwalker physically, but nobody's tried to attack him with that sort of mystical mental edge that he uses, and this is it. So he's coming up against someone who has powers very clearly close to his. So I'm excited. Let's see what this is all about. All right, recap. Trapped in the mind of college student Rick Sheridan is a mysterious alien who claims he is a guardian of the mindscape, the dimension that borders on the minds of all intelligent beings. And when Rick sleeps, the alien walks into our reality, where he can continue his noble mission and use his powers to strike fear in the hearts of earthen evildoers everywhere as the heroic, horrifying Sleepwalker. You can't tell a bookworm by its cover. All right. Very interesting. Uh-oh. A neighborhood in Brooklyn. This dude is literally wrapped into a gosh darn, what is it, fire escape. Look at it curling around him. Dude, that is such cool imagery. The way that Sleepwalker completely alters reality to look like a dream is cool. It's a great idea, and it is visually appealing in a way that is so refreshing in the Marvel Universe. I love it. Get me down from here. What I want to know is how'd you get up there in the first place? And how'd you get all tangled in a fire escape like that? Yeah, exactly. That's what I would be asking. Tell him to hold on. Emergency services are on their way with some blowtorches. What do you think happened, Rambo? Rough. Rough. That's what he sounds like. An interesting theory, but no dice. Uh-oh, hold on. Let me resize this shit. This one's nice and sharp anyway. I don't need it really that thick. I know what happened. I was there. Really? Yeah, I saw everything. It was just before dawn. What is that, a hobo? It looks a little bit like a hobo. That awful man up there grabbed this poor young lady. She screamed, and then he appeared, with eyes as red as the devil himself. But he wasn't no devil. He was more like an angel, pulling that man away from her. And then, shining that light on him like it was the Lord's light itself. And with a glance, he wrapped that man in the fire escaped. Like a miracle. I told the police, but they don't believe me. But you do, son, don't you? Don't you? Every word, ma'am. Every word. Yeah, because that's your goddamn inner demon that's been taking dudes out. I love it. I like it. It's like his, that's what it is. Sleepwalker is basically his inner demon. And because that's the premise. Whenever he goes to sleep, the Sleepwalker comes out and fucking takes out crime. Yeah, it's very interesting. Later, Rick Sheridan arrives at his apartment. This is working out great, Rambo. I go to sleep and Sleepwalker comes out in my mind and cleans up the neighborhood every night. Pretty neat trick. And all I do, and I do it all with my with my eyes closed. Yeah, that's a good point. Even better now than Sleepwalker and I are cooperating. My life's finally getting back to normal. Yeah, because remember in the last issue they had that big old dream blowout, and he ended up meeting himself, and yeah, it was crazy. I'm eating right again, getting plenty of sleep, and it looks like someone left a message on my phone machine. Hi Rick, remember me, Alyssa? The girl that was crazy about you until you became allergic to acting normal? Just a friendly reminder, tonight that dream experiment begins at the college psych lab, and you're the guest of honor. That's oddly convenient that there's going to be a dream experiment. See you then. Don't forget to pack your PJs. Click. Yikes. I agreed to do this before I knew what was happening to me. Alyssa only wanted to help me find out why I couldn't sleep. And I couldn't tell her the truth about Sleepwalker. I wasn't sure myself back then, so I said yes. But if I don't go through with it, she'll drop me for sure. And if I do go through with it and fall asleep, Sleepwalker could pop out in front of a class of freshman psych students. Maybe I can leave old Bugface a message. See, yeah, he does look like a bug. And he looks a hell of a lot like the Green Goblin. I keep saying it. Soon. We need to nap anyway, right, Rambo? Moments later, as Rick drifts off into unconsciousness, an eerie figure makes a dramatic appearance. The human sleeps, and I am free to take leave of his mind and roam his world once again. Eh? That image. It appears to be a crude representation of me. It seems to show me pressing this device. Like this. Hi, Sleepwalker. This is Rick. You're hearing me on a telephone answering machine. Something we humans use to record messages for each other when we can't speak to someone directly by telephone. I need a favor from you. Until further notice, don't come out when I sleep. Others may be present, and I don't think it's wise that they see you. If you're agreeable, then slide the button on my machine near my head, the right, and thanks. Okay. No, not yet. Rambo, it worked. Sleepy agreed. He proved it by setting off my alarm clock like I asked him to. Too bad he disappears whenever I awake, otherwise I would have asked him in person. But like they say, a telephone is the next best thing to being there. Now, where's my overnight bag? Okay, so he's gonna go and sleep at the college for an experiment, and for one reason or another, Sleepwalker is not agreeing. So let's see what's going on here. That night on the campus of Metropolitan University. I'm glad you're doing this, Rick. Professor Huddleston is a brilliant clinical psychologist. The dream experiment of his could be just the thing that reveals what it is been messing with your head lately. Oh, wait, hold on. Dude, sometimes I swear I have dyslexia. I know I don't, but sometimes sentences just... Okay. I'm glad you're doing this, Rick. Professor Huddleston is a brilliant clinical psychologist. This dream experiment of his could be just the thing that reveals what it is that's been messing with your head lately. I suppose. Maybe you went off the deep end when you first spotted that Sleepwalker guy on the TV news. But I'm feeling a lot better now, and, well, you're not trying to back out, are you? No, of course not. Not when this could be my last chance to get your relationship back on track. Yeah, I know. I do a lot of crazy shit for girls. Rick Sheridan, a pleasure to meet you. Miss Conover has told me so much about you. And a pleasure to meet you too, Professor Huddleston. These are my two top graduate assistants, Whitney Cooper III. Welcome to... Wait. Whitney Cooper? Is that a boy or a girl? Welcome to Doc Huddleston's Chambers of Horror, Sleeping Beauty. And this is Nelson Gruber. There really aren't any horrors here. I think Rick understood Whitney was just joking, Nelson. Okay, Nelson, that's the Bookworm. There's Bookworm. There he is right there. Minutes later, after a quick change of clothes... Now this won't hurt a bit. You just sleep normally, and these wires will monitor your brain activity while you sleep and dream. Plug me in, Professor. Whitney and Nelson will be on the lookout for anything abnormal which we can analyze later. After a week of this, I'm certain we'll be able to draw some conclusions about your condition. Until then, pleasant dreams, Mr. Sheridan. And I'll tuck you in. Ooh. Mwah, she's a good woman. But that's all you know, lab rules and all that. See you tomorrow, honey bunny. Nice. Nice. Will he be alright in there? Sure. All he has to do is sleep. And this machine records his brainwaves, see? Well, since you have everything under control, Gruber, I'm out of here. After all, I can't keep Felicia waiting forever. Or is it Phoebe tonight? Ah, that's no fair. What if I had a date? Get serious, Gruber. The only date you ever have is with your books. You have no woman, no personality, and no imagination outside of what you read. You're a bookworm. Now hold on to that hand. Wait. Now you, on the other hand, have a lot going for you, gorgeous. Lose the guinea pig and you can join me for an experiment anytime. Only if I get to dissect you, Mr. Cooper the Third. Whatever turns you on, babe. Ciao. What he said to you was very rude. Don't sweat it. I've dealt with lots worse. He wasn't too nice to you either. Everyone calls me Bookworm. That's all they think I am. Yeah, you know who he reminds me of? What is that? You know the guy from Twilight Zone, Time Enough at Last? But that's not fair. Yeah, that's who he reminds me of. I don't. You seem to be intelligent, caring, and all-around okay guy. I bet lots of people like you. Do you? Sure. Don't give him hope, young lady. Don't do that to him. That poor incel is going to be dreaming about you tonight. Then maybe we could get together for dinner before Rick comes back here tomorrow night. Well, I could meet you at 7 in my library steps. Okay, Nelson, see you then. What have I gotten myself into? That's what you get, man. That's what you get. No, you know it's not your fault. You're just being nice. You're just being nice. I don't know. I don't fucking know. It's an interesting setup, though. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Okay, minutes pass, and measurements continue when free again from the prison of Rick's mind to roam the... Another human. Rick warned me not to emerge, lest I jeopardize the secrecy of our linkage. How foolish am I to let passion rule my actions and cast reason aside. I must hide. Huh? What was that? Zounds, these readings, I've never seen anything like them. Tomorrow I'll have to get Whitney to help me analyze the data and... No! He'll just take all the credit like he always does. I'll do the analysis myself now. First, I'll synthesize the electrical impulses from Rick's mind that produce the readings. And then amplify them a millionfold to allow me more detailed investigation. Yarg! Bazap! Wait, okay, what? He's being shocked by the dream machine. Hold on. Seconds pass until... Oh, I must have overloaded the system, caused a power surge. My books! They could have been destroyed. Where would I be without them? Without this, the legend of Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table. King Arthur's always been the guiding light of my life. Yeah, me and you too, bud. By your command, I am here, my lord. King Arthur, this is impossible. You can't be here. But I am, my lord. Go away. I live to serve thee, my lord, as you wish. Boop, gone. He came out of this book I was looking at, and when I told him to go, he went back. But how? That energy discharge, somehow it changed me, so that all I have to do is read something and it becomes real. At least it seems that way. I have to give this another try, and I know just who to try it on. Okay, hold on. So electricity gave him the power to bring books to life. I'm not buying that. Not buying that at all. You guys could have did something better. I don't know. Maybe it was Sleepwalker was present or something. I don't know. I don't know. Let's see if I can create some transportation. How about the winged horse Pegasus out of the classical mythology book? Sleepwalker off to the side. The human I saw inside. He sits aside, a most unusual creature. There is something very familiar about it. Something is wrong here. Yeah, you think? Is this your fault, Sleepwalker? Did you do this? Please give me some explanation, book, please. Soon, at the uptown apartment of Whitney Cooper III. Yeah, it is. He is a boy. Whoa, slow down, Felicia. We've got all night, and I don't want to waste a minute of it, lover. Who's that? You didn't invite anyone else, did you? No, I don't think so. Hello, Whitney. Gruber, what are you doing here? You indicated back at the lab that you lacked as much female companionship as you'd like. So I thought I'd like you to meet some of my friends. They're Amazon warriors, Whitney. According to this mythology book, they date from the time of ancient Greece, and I'm certain you'll like them despite their age. Introduce yourself, ladies. Ooh, he is a handsome specimen. He bears the visage of golden Apollo himself. Indeed, let us prove himself to me first. Listen, there's been a misunderstanding, Phoebe. I mean, Felicia's the only woman I need tonight. You can all go now. He hides behind the skirt of his woman. Not a good first impression, I'm afraid, old pal. Well, I have to go now. Ciao, as they say. Oh man, this is brilliant. Hold on. I gotta fucking pay attention as this fucking guy gets it. Clearly, we have misjudged this man. He is neither a fit companion for any of us, nor any other woman. He is unworthy of your affection, sister. We would be honored to unburden you of this wretch. Ha! Yeah. Please don't hurt me. Take anything you want. What need have warriors of cowering dogs' possessions? What need have warriors of a cowering dog's possessions? Yes, smash up his apartment. Dude, they're gonna beat the shit out of him. Is that what I think? Look, it's a wig. Is that a wig? But your scented mane, and that would make a glorious decoration for my stash. Or did he just she just ripped it off? Is it a wig or did he rip it? Oh man, that's brutal. Oh, they're fucking shit up. A mere locket of his hair is such a paltry reminder of our host. You are right. Arthema, almost Athena, but Artema? Why settle for his wear when I can have his entire skin hanging from my shield? Holy shit. Holy fucking shit. I fear I have come too late to prevent trouble from arriving before me. Careful as you flay him, Cassia. You don't want the skin to tear. The steadiness of my sword hand is renowned throughout the dueling pits of Sparta, Thisbe. Watch and learn, sister. You may need to do this yourself someday. No, please. God, I hope he gets skinned. That'll be so fucking brutal. It's not gonna happen, but... Release the human. I know that you are constructs created from energies drawn from the mindscape, the dimension that was once my home. You are no more alive than the ropes that bind him. Yet we draw enough breath to slay you, demon. All the more reason your destruction must be swift and certain. His beam, it rends us, tears our very souls. No, please don't hurt me. Dude, that dude must be fucking freaking out right now. Fear not. I am sworn to turn my warp gaze away from the living. Only the unliving may feel its unfettered fury. These foul constructs shall torment you no more. Tell me, what happened here? You won't hurt me? Knowledge is all that I want from you. I work at the lab with the bookworm named Gruber. We are doing these sleep experiments tonight. Something must have happened to him after I left there, because suddenly he showed up here with those women and tried to kill me. Dude, no, it's not a wig. They just fucking ripped a chunk of his hair out, dude. I like that. That's a really nice detail. I don't know, something about that just gets me. Like, I like that. Yes, something must have happened to him, and I must be the cause of it. Anything else I can do for you? Yes. Show me how to use this device. I believe you humans call it a telephone. Oh, that fish out of water stuff is good. Hours later, as night turns into day. Yawn! Time to unplug myself and get to class. Simultaneously nearby. I fade from this world. Rick must be awakening. After a full day of attending to his classes and other chores, Rick returns home for the evening. What a long day. Haven't been home since last night. Moments later in his apartment. Hey Rambo, you been a good dog? Did Mr. Epstein take you for a nice walk today? Epstein, that's Rick's landlord. Rough. Is that so? We'll talk more after I listen to my messages, okay? Hi, honey bunny. This is Alyssa. I'm meeting Gruber at the library steps at 7 for a quick bite to eat. So I'll see you at the lab afterwards. Bye-bye. Beep. This is the Sleepwalker communicating with Rick. A human named Gruber has stolen immense power from the mindscape. I believe you know him. For your safety, avoid him. He is extremely dangerous. I will deal with him. What? Gruber is a danger? I've got to keep Alyssa away from him. But by now she must have already left her house to meet him. I can't get to the library in time to intercept her. But there's someone else I can send instead of me. Yeah, you better fucking get napping real fast, motherfucker. A short time later, elsewhere. This is dinner? I overdid it, didn't I, Alyssa? I just assumed you'd want the Burger Barracks General Gigantic. I bet you would have preferred the Corporal Quarter Pounder. No, the General Gigantic is just fine, Nelson. My surprise was in reference to the setting. Yes, isn't the library a wonderful place to dine? I eat most of my meals here. Well, it's certainly different. Come to think of it, you are too since last night. Anyway, you seem a lot more confident. Classic comic book archetype. Nerd gets superpowers, becomes super confident, but goes too far, ends up getting wiped out by the hero. Classic superhero archetype. I love it. I think it's fantastic. And I'm happy that we do get more explanation of his powers. When he touched the machine, he input the data into the machine, and then when it backfired, it gave him insight into the dream dimension, the mindscape. That's why he's able to do these. He's not dreaming, they're coming from his mind. I think I've really finally discovered who I really am. Oh, that's great, you know, you're not at all like they described you. Thanks. By the way, did you hear that he's in the hospital? Really? Apparently a gang of biker chicks attacked him last night. He wasn't hurt, but he was shaken up quite a bit. He's been raving like a lunatic ever since. Imagine that. Would you like, more fries? That structure seems to match this image that Rick left for me. And according to the message on this answering machine, the Cory I seek should be inside. Human, I have come for you. Huh? It's the Sleepwalker. Sleepy and Ollie met on the end of Sleepwalker number 1. Hell yeah, they did. Stay back, Alyssa. I'll protect you. Return what you have stolen from me, human. I am the Bookworm, and mine is the power of the printed word. I'll give you nothing, monster. Not even mercy. Oh, fuck. Excuse me, hold on. 1 second. That's the only drawback to this, is the constant talking just fucking it dries your throat like nothing. Okay. Not even mercy. Nelson, what are you doing? Getting some help from this book about the Old West. Indians, destroy that creature. Your unliving constructs cannot withstand the power of my warp beam, Bookworm. Even as I rend their physical form, they fade from this plane of existence, just as did the female warriors whom you've created. Then it was you who saved Whitney's life. Oh no, Nelson must have been behind the attack on Whitney. But this time it's different, monster. At Whitney's I summoned Amazons to do my bidding. I didn't have enough books. But this time I'm prepared. Fuck, look at that. As long as there are books for me to read, I am unbeatable. Holy, oh my god, he's got tanks and look at those fucking Civil War soldiers. He's got a tiger and an entire fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex. That's good. That should have been the cover of the story. That should have been the cover right there. Look at that. That is fucking beautiful. Look at that. Can you look at him? He's just running around, just pulling books off, just summoning creatures. That's fucking great. This is a high point. Modern comics, you can learn something about this. This is fantastic storytelling. The power Bookworm draws from the mindscape seems limitless, yet I am obligated to stop him, because if not for my utter carelessness, Bookworm would be a threat to no one. That's why. Because Sleepwalker emerged when he wasn't supposed to, so Bookworm was able to take that data, thus connecting himself to the mindscape. That's why this happened. fucking brilliant. You will be the first to discover, monster, the deadly danger of defying the Bookworm. Nelson? No. And the Sultan sent his mightiest swordsman to fight off the infidels. There's no getting through to him. He's totally lost it. And Sleepwalker can't last forever against him. Especially not here in the fiction section. Do I see lines of fatigue etching themselves? Oh wait, hold on. That's not him. Do I see lines of fatigue etching themselves upon your misshapen face? Are you ready for the final chapter? I hate to militate my diary. I hate to I'd hate to mutilate my diary. I just bought it. But now is not the time for Nelson to read my private notes or anything else for that matter. Nelson, use this book against him. Alyssa, you care enough about me to help? Oh, these pages, they're blank. Brilliant! Because she doesn't write. She doesn't write shit. The momentary pause in your attack is enough for me to end this madness. What the no? The chair! Now you will return the power you have taken from the mindscape. Even if I knew how to return it, I wouldn't, monster. The power of the printed word is mine, forever. It is against my moral code to do anything but turn you over to your world's law enforcement authorities, Bookworm, but I warn you that reading is not for everyone. Soon after Sleepwalker leaves, the police arrive. I don't understand, Alyssa. I thought you liked me. I do, Nelson. Which is why I did what I did. Oh, that's sweet. There's something there. She likes him. You know? She likes him. That's weird. I don't buy that romance at all. But whatever, if you're selling it to me, I'll buy it, Sleepwalker. I'll buy anything you have at this point, man. I'm sold. This series is the fucking shit, I tell you. So now Nelson's in jail, and there's a court order preventing him from getting any reading material. Isn't that wild? That's crazy. So now there's just a supervillain who can create anything that he wants just sitting in jail. Hopefully he comes back, like, maybe, because you know how they have those book reading programs in jail? Like, imagine he's sitting in a jail cell and then just like a little book, like it could be anything, just any book just falls into his jail cell. Or like one of the guards gets paid like to drop a novel inside of his jail cell and he just breaks out. Dude, that'd be fucking sweet. Of course, I'm not the writer though. I don't. Good thing I didn't tell Alyssa about the truth about me, because if Bookworm had found out that her boyfriend's mind was home to the Sleepwalker, the Bookworm would have been threatening her instead of protecting her. And listen to this. I convinced Professor Huddleston to oversee your sleep experiments himself. He gave me his personal guarantee that this time there won't be any foul-ups like last time. You can finish the procedure. Isn't that great? No, I can't risk Sleepwalker creating another superpowered nutcase like he did last time with Bookworm. I don't know, Alyssa. Maybe it's not worth putting the professor to all this trouble. Are you backing out on me after all the grief I went through to get Professor Huddleston to agree to continue? I appreciate that, but if you think so little of my effort to help you, then you can think of me either, Rick. I don't need the results of any sleep analysis to figure you out. We're through. It's not going to be easy to keep a hero in my head, Rambo. Particularly when the only one I can be honest about it with is my dog. The end. Next issue. Spidey versus Sleepy. Yes! I knew it. I knew there was going to be a Spider-Man crossover because they're like the same. They're both teenagers. They're both superheroes. They both have girl troubles and mentors and all kinds of shit. Spider-Man and Sleepwalker. Yes. Yes, I must read it. I am so fucking excited. Mwah. But for now, that's it for this comic. That was fucking fantastic. You guys, tell me, what do you think of the Bookworm? Because I fucking think the Bookworm was like, I didn't feel that reading that at all. I was 100% entertained the whole way through. That was great. the Amazons, King Arthur flying on the Pegasus. All of that was really cool, super original, and just that's what it is. That's what's really getting me about it, is that it's so original, you know? It's so good to read something from Marvel with this much originality. I'm just really amazed that Sleepwalker didn't take off. I'm surprised there's not more media about him. I mean, as far as I can tell, he was never in any of the video games. He was never in any of the cartoons. You know, they never made any more of this. I'm gonna have to look. Maybe he was referenced in other comic books or something, but I don't know. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think of the Bookworm. Do you think that his power is original or not? Because I think it's very original. I think it's perfect as a nemesis for Sleepwalker. But let me know what you guys think. As for this book, this is the end of this book. If you liked reading this comic with me and you want to read more comics with me, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and donate to my website so I can do bigger projects. It's heroicstudios.org. Until next time, nerds, stay heroic.